change is both inevitable and it's impending.
We've got to fundamentally change the way in which we do things.
Technology alone cannot provide the silver bullet to solve our problems overnight.
We are going through the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression.
Energy isn't going to become any cheaper, and that's really quite a crucial point.
Transport will become expensive, and the days of cheap transport are over.
You can no longer afford, I can see in 30, 40 years, for someone to be sitting in a four-wheel vehicle and taking only one space.
Essentially, sustainability in the mining industry is about doing more with less for more people.
We have to manage it, otherwise I think the judgment by our children and grandchildren will be very hard. I don't know what the society looks like that reduces carbon with 50%, carbon emissions with 50%, but it certainly will look different. It won't look the same, and it will be major impacts on lifestyles and consumption patterns, and it will be a very tough transition. There will be winners and losers in that transition.
In many respects, sustainability has always been a strong value and part of the culture and business of SKM. Today, sustainability is a core strategy for SKM, recognising that we, with our clients, have a major role to play in addressing the challenges faced by society, locally and globally. In 2008, we put in place a detailed program of work to deliver that strategy. While there's still much to be done, it's always worth reflecting on what's been achieved.
We are conscious that to be credible in what we do for clients, we have to get our own house in order and practice what we preach.
So 2 years ago, SKM made a firm commitment to reduce its global greenhouse gas emissions by 30% per full-time employee. And what this means is reducing our air-based travel, our land travel, as well as the emissions from our buildings. And I'm pleased to report we've made really significant progress towards our second year target of a 20% reduction. We achieved 80% reduction per FTE, and this is a really big step towards what is a very ambitious target. Furthermore, we've actually made a significant commitment to reducing our energy emissions by acquiring a larger proportion of green energy in key offices. We're going further again, thinking about what's the step beyond our 30% reduction target. Where does SKM go next in terms of emissions reductions?
A lot of our people think it's an important part, and is an important part, of the impact they can have on the broader community by putting sustainability into the projects they undertake. So it's a personal driver. A lot of our people measure their own carbon footprint, are very conscious of the positive impact that they need to make within the work they do.
One of the major initiatives for us in 2009 was conducting our Revolutions program across the globe, and this involved over 3,500 or 75% of our permanent staff in an awareness raising program delivered across 9 regions in 4 languages. Major achievement. Feedback has been fantastic, really positive, not only from participants in the workshops, but also the people, our own staff, who help facilitate them in terms of their own professional development and ability to help deliver sustainability content. It was a great collective exercise and achievement. So beyond the initial awareness phase of Revolutions, we're now putting much more emphasis on building the skills of our people to apply sustainability to their projects. And what this has led to is we now have a growing group of formal and informal leaders bringing sustainability thinking into the projects. And our sustainability practitioners who've been trained in the application of our sustainability toolkit are helping our project leaders to apply this thinking with skill. So over the past 12 months, we've had an increasing number of our people actively driving sustainability thinking into our projects. And undoubtedly, this is where we can have the greatest impact. And yet the results and the benefits of that really go beyond the immediate impact that it has with our clients, because it's helping to position SKM in terms of the full value that we can bring as strategic business partners with our clients, as well as the benefits of learning by doing, the insights and the inspiration it's been providing to our people, that sustainability can actually be made tangible, valuable and achievable.
Now the client is asking us to do all their reporting for the sustainability documents in their final report, which goes to all the shareholders. So they really do appreciate the value, and they recognise SKM know what we're talking about.
As time went by, I would say the client is appreciative of the fact that it actually has produced value for money. It really has produced a difference in what's been actually designed and will be constructed. Don't treat sustainability as an add-on. It is actually an integral part of the process from the beginning, and indeed you get the most benefit from it earlier in the process, where you can actually make some significant decisions. Projects like Eastern Busway, decisions about alignment are not taken lightly, and when you bring a different prism to how you look at those alignment issues, we would previously never really looked at alignment issues with a focus on fuel consumption in buses, but we did on this job.
What we're trying to do is make it part of the project and not just a tack-on module that we put in if we feel like it. It's part of how we do the work. Don't separate sustainability out as something unusual. Don't set it aside, don't put it on a pedestal. It's normal work. It's just how we do the project, it's just another component.
So where we think we've made really significant progress is in understanding that sustainability is not some optional extra, an add-on or an added cost. It goes to the heart of our designs, of the intent that we express through those designs, and how we deliver those services.
The Eastern Busway project is a project that brings together as an alliance a contractor, construction contractor and an owner, and some designers. And the particular impact that sustainability had on that group, apart from raising their consciousness of the topic, it was to actually make them believe that it can make a difference. It actually did make a difference. It actually changed the decision-making process on the project.
And we actually ended up with a result through the sustainability workshop that was the opposite to what we thought we'd have. And that's when that shows that it's working.
Applying a sustainability lens often unearths further information about a project that helps frame the nature of that project and provide information that's critical to making the right decisions. What's interesting is that when this information is brought to bear, it often results in very different decisions. Solutions that are very different from business as usual and what our client has expected us to provide.
A lot of our clients, particularly on this project, have a corporate sustainability policy. That's been developed at a very high level, usually quite detailed. What a lot of our clients have had problems with is taking that corporate requirement and pushing it down to the project level. And one of the things that we're able to do on this project is show the client how we're taking their sustainability guidelines but pushing it down to the project which is where the real work actually happens. And we're actually helping them develop how they will do sustainable projects.
So our sustainability tools and approach is really revealing that SKM knows how to apply sustainability in practice. And this is the heart of the opportunity. Many of our clients have policies, but their practice lags behind. SKM can apply its know-how at scale to bridge the gap between policy and practice. So the path ahead for us is very much focusing on 4 things that take us beyond awareness into engagement and implementation. Those 4 things are achieving our 30% greenhouse gas abatement target, applying sustainability thinking and toolkit to our projects at scale, embedding those sort of tools and processes into our day-to-day work and business processes, and finally establishing a sustainability service line so that we can both accelerate and magnify the impact that we're having with our clients.
We are in control of our own destiny. What we do with it is entirely up to us. If we're timid, we'll get a timid result. If we're courageous, if we recruit courageously, if we go and explore new boundaries and new frontiers, how we go about it is entirely up to us. Being in control of your own destiny, I think, is a very powerful and very motivating thing.
We should be showing leadership, showing innovation and leading our clients into a sustainable future.